All right, let's get real about studying for a second. We've all been there, right? You're staring at a textbook, hours are ticking by, you're drowning in coffee, and at the end of it all, you feel like you've learned absolutely nothing. It is so frustrating. But what if the problem isn't you? What if it's the method you're using? Okay, this quote might be a little harsh, but you gotta admit it hits home. We pour so much energy into study techniques that just don't work. We end up exhausted and no smarter than when we started. It's time to stop studying harder and start studying smarter. Seriously, just imagine that, taking a chapter that's confusing and packed with information, and in just one sitting, actually getting it. I mean, not just understanding it, but locking it into your memory so you're ready for any exam. Well, guess what? That's exactly what we're going to break down today. And it all starts by realizing why the old way is so broken. So first things first, we have to understand why the old methods are failing us. And look, the problem isn't that you're not putting in the effort. It's that we've been taught to focus on all the wrong things. Rereading chapters over and over, highlighting every single sentence, or creating these beautiful color-coded notes that we never, ever look at again. And this right here, this is the fundamental mindset shift. The entire point of studying is not to create a perfect set of notes. The real goal is to get that information off the page and into your long-term memory. Because, let's be honest, your notes can't take the exam for you. Your brain has to. To really get this, we're going to use this simple but really powerful idea from an educator named Tom Watchman. He calls it the database brain model, and it's brilliant because it draws a clear line between organizing information and actually learning it. This visual says it all, doesn't it? We spend so much time on what feels productive, making those pretty notes, but that's just wasted effort. It's just organizing. The valuable effort, the thing that actually gets you results, is the active process of getting that info to stick in your brain. That's where you want to spend your time. So, this is the core distinction. You have two databases. The external database is all your stuff, your notes, your questions, your summaries. The internal database, well, that's your brain. That's the stuff you can actually recall under pressure during an exam. Our whole strategy is to build that external database as fast as humanly possible, so we can focus on the real work, filling the internal one. And this is where things get really cool. Instead of wasting hours making that external database by hand, we're going to let AI do all the heavy lifting for us in just a few minutes. This is a total game changer, because it lets us jump right into the most important part. The actual learning. The process is almost laughably simple. Let's say you have to learn about a complex topic, like hypothyroidism, from some dense textbook. Step 1, you just scan the pages with your phone. That's it. It makes a PDF. Step 2, you drag that file into an AI tool. Step 3, you give it a simple command. That's the whole process. And what you get back is amazing. It's not just a boring summary. The AI builds a complete study toolkit for you. You get clean, simple notes. You get short answer questions to test yourself, and you get multiple choice questions too. Your entire external database is now ready to go, and it took you, maybe 5 minutes? So, our AI toolkit is ready in record time. Now we can focus on the main event, actually transferring all that knowledge into our internal database, our brain. And for that, we're going to use a really simple, science-backed technique called the testing sandwich. It works in 3 easy steps, just like a sandwich. First, you pre-test yourself with those short answer questions. This gets your brain warmed up. Then, you learn. You read a small chunk of the AI notes, and then you try to recall it from memory. And finally, you post-test yourself with the multiple choice questions to see how much you actually retained. Now here's the secret sauce that makes this all permanent. You can't just do this once. See, our brains are designed to forget things over time. To beat that, you repeat the testing sandwich after a day, then again after a week, then maybe a month later. It's called spaced repetition, and it literally interrupts the forgetting process, pushing that information deeper and deeper into your long-term memory for good. So this system is incredibly powerful. But like any tool, the results you get from AI depend entirely on how you use it. To really unlock its potential, you've got to learn how to ask it the right questions. I mean, just look at the difference here. If you ask a generic question, you get a generic, boring textbook answer. But if you give the AI a role and some context, you get a tailored explanation that's way easier to understand and remember. So yeah, the key is to get specific. Tell the AI who to be. Act as a science teacher. Give it rules. Only use concepts from this syllabus. Tell it how you want the answer. Put it in a table. And don't forget, you can talk to it. If you don't like the first answer, ask it to change it. Treat it like a conversation. And finally, a really, really important warning. AI is an amazing assistant. It's a game changer, but it is not a replacement for your own brain, for a great teacher, or for a well-written book. It can make mistakes, so always double-check the information. Use it to help you learn, not to do the learning for you. So there you have it. The tools are free, they're easy to use, and the technique is super simple. The only thing standing in your way is the old, broken way of thinking about studying. So the real question isn't whether this works. The question is, what are you going to master next?